America prepares. All America alters its pattern of life and work to meet the demand for protection. Industry is a double step to supply the sinews of safety, the armaments of war that an embattled world must have if democracy is to survive. Mechanical genius joins with the muscle of millions of men, working to win for the ways of freedom. Freedom to think, to speak, to rise, live, and plan with one's fellow man. America's vast resources are harnessed to the job of being the world arsenal for this and other democracies. Its present-day production of armaments is but a mere fraction of the great job that lies ahead. The flow of production in plant and shipyard gains speed. Vessels of all types, carriers, merchantmen, submarines, slip off the ways in growing numbers.
Hello and welcome back to Blades and Blasters, and tonight we're sitting down to continue Delta Green, Operation Open Shutter. And last time our agents, after being recruited into the new agency named Pisces, on their first outing they had some casualties, but this is their second outing, and with that comes some new faces. And with that also comes a new investigation. Continuing the investigation with La Cour, or the Golden Dream, our agents have discovered that there had been some infiltration by the enemy, the German army, into the higher levels of British government. And in a mission to stop that infiltration, or that information from getting back to the enemy itself, they were able to acquire these agents and prevent them from completing their mission. In the course of interrogation, they came across more information about the methods for which travel across Europe had been so expedient for some members of the Reich. And taking it upon themselves, they determined to infiltrate the country of Denmark near Copenhagen, the Viking fort named Trelleborg. And that is where we're at now, determining how exactly they're going to get there. So as we come in, the scene is as in front of you. There are some people in the back that are researching, pulling various books off of the shelves and detailing notes out, as well as people just handling not artifacts, but handling case files and things like that, and shuffling back and forth. The four of you are present, and let's see, where did he go? There he is. Colonel Milo Gray is as well. As soon as I can get him out. Why isn't that going out? Where's his token? So, yes, let's take it from there as soon as I can get the Colonel out there.
Come out, wherever you are!
There he is. He might be big. He's about normal size. So, yes, he's gathered you all there to kind of get a situation report. And, yes, so how will you be proceeding to Denmark, correct?
I suppose the best way is probably going to be airdrop.
Is this really necessary? That seems very far away from a lab. Very easy. This is. I should be in a lab, not at the front line, shooting people.
You think I have any idea about how any of this works?
No, but neither do I.
Well, you're our best bet.
Thad good-naturedly elbows Herr Doctor. I don't think you need to worry about shooting anyone.
I'll take care of that.
I'm not sure I follow, but I appreciate the flattery, Mr. Irvin. It seems that there's a major operation going on, in Trelleborg. And, don't you have, more people to send into the stomach of the monster? I think is the expression. He asked that straight to Colonel Gray.
Oh, sorry, to Gray. Well, yes, but since this is a covert mission, and we are trying to either capture or eliminate these individuals, subterfuge is by far a better approach. If we go in guns blazing, we don't know exactly what these individuals can do, and especially this Doorwarden.
Yeah, Mr. Vorwärts. Yeah. You said so. If when we come back, he corrects himself. You might reconsider my list of laboratory equipment demands. Yes.
Yes, we will definitely give those a once-over after you've come back from this mission.
Okay. Sehr gut, sehr gut.
Who knows? Maybe you'll find something over there. Could be useful.
I mean, I'm sure, but you know, the stuff we are finding is very peculiar. I think you say, like these masks and these weird keys and the whole business about ley line travel is fascinating, but it all just seems slightly off, don't you think?
Well, I mean, that's an understatement.
Well, he does.
But I mean, don't have much choice, do we? Our assignments are assignment.
Spoken like a true soldier. And you don't fully get if he's meaning that in a nice or not nice way.
Right. Well, how exactly do you wish to approach that? Do you wish to land on site? Do you wish to land a distance away and try to stealthily make your way there? Or do you wish to approach by land? Or approach by sea and then by land? Given that Denmark is occupied currently, it will be tricky no matter which way you go.
I imagine dropping nearby and then approach quietly. Sounds like our best option. At least if it is hostile on sight, which I'm sure it will be. Well, and he kind of looks to the others and the input.
You get like big eyes and you know his eyebrows are up from her doctor. He says, maybe a tandem jump, yeah?
We can tandem, yeah. I think that's the best idea.
Wait, as he looks at Howard. You are experienced parachuting? I meant with an expert.
I've done it a time or two, yeah.
Oh, much appreciated.
Well, unless any have another idea, it sounds like the way to go.
I think we as a group had figured out that the only way to actually use their own system would be to sacrifice someone, right? And then
Correct.
Yeah.
plus actually traversing has like weird effects on people, so they wear rubber suits. Plus we would need to know the right door also, right? Like it isn't automatic. You have to actually sort of walk in some meta plane.
Yeah,
And then
the guy we
approach-
interrogated,
Choose the right door, right? To get out?
Correct. You were
Ah.
given the impression that the key would help you help show you the way, but you
it was
still have
dangerous
to
to step
walk.
off, right?
It could be, yes.
Okay. Not to mention, there wasn't an exit close by to Trelleborg. We would have to exit at Trelleborg in the center, like in the middle, like literally walk through their gate, which seems not safe because you don't know what's on the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be MG42 emplacements, you know.
Correct.
God, we don't want that. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, no, absolutely right. Why wouldn't you? If you were the Nazis, you know, and you expect maybe something else to come through that gate, you just put an MG in front of it,
Mm-hmm.
or worse,
Exactly.
like a PaK 88 or something. Yeah. Okay, so that's out the window. Okay.
DoorDash?
Did someone order a sauerkraut? That's funny.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, the doctor would relent. If the other people seemed confident that an airdrop could be made, without us all breaking our legs, then yeah, he would go along. He just doesn't want to jump alone because he's him.
Yeah, and Irving is kind of hand on his chin thinking about it. There should be a supply depot nearby, so it shouldn't be overly occupied, but I mean, it'll be guarded. So, I mean, Copenhagen will be pretty well defended, I imagine. They don't want anyone taking all their shit, so best be careful. But if nothing else, we might be able to take what we can, as long as we're quiet.
Quiet, huh? As he sort of awkwardly looks around.
I'm not exactly talented with that. I mean, give me some distance like anyone else, but if I have to get up close, I mean, I'd rather keep a long shot on them.
I agree, he says. I agree.
Well,
He says, what's our exit strategy?
kind of looks towards Gray for that.
Well, we do have some contacts in Denmark. We could arrange a similar method of escape that you experienced in France. It would be difficult, but it is possible.
If we capture these people, then we need to know how to get them out, potentially while being followed. Yeah?
This is true.
I mean, to be honest,
You mentioned infiltration by sea. How far is Trelleborg from the sea?
Well, let's take a look at the map here. And he lays out a map on a large table in front of you and begins to look and chart roughly an area where he believes that Trelleborg would be, because it's not specifically marked out on a map for him. It appears that you are within, let's say, roughly... You're actually very close to the sea. You're probably looking about anywhere between a half a mile to a mile.
Are we talking the Baltic Sea or the North Sea? I guess it should be obvious from the map, but I'm asking you as the GM, I guess, because the North Sea could be okay. The Baltic Sea is in German hands.
You would be going out into the North Sea.
Okay.
I mean,
Possible.
That's not too far. And I suppose if we can get that close by sea, it'd be just as quick on the way out.
Well,
I just think by air might be quicker. Getting into enemy territory might be a little easier if it's a quick operation.
And safer. If needed, we can always drop early.
well, the German Luftwaffe is renowned for their ferocity. Do we not expect to just get shot down?
Well, I mean, you face about as well odds anywhere else. It's all going to be dangerous.
Colonel Gray pipes up. One plane should not create nearly as much suspicion.
Understood. But I trust your military practice.
The exit strategy, however, that is a bit more difficult. He gives you a list of people that you can contact, and he put this in the Discord chat. So... Okay, so there's the screenshot. So Trelleborg is marked, and this is in Discord. And you can see Copenhagen is on the opposite side of the little landmass here.
Yeah.
But the water that is to the left or to the west of Trelleborg, that's the North Sea.
Right.
If we had a freighter offshore, we'd at least have somewhere to go with any technology and prisoners.
Good point. I mean, as long as it stays concealed, I mean, that's both a good way out and a more secure way of getting anything else we need. Well, I suppose my vote is by sea then. Sounds like that'll be our best overall option.
Well, at least if you get hit, you have a chance to swim to safety still, I guess.
Right.
Or I guess the two aren't necessarily mutually exclusive. Go in by air and have a prearranged rendezvous with the ship for exfiltration.
I will also say that I am not opposed that if it is possible to just use their own system to leave. Putting a metal key in some Nazi's face and turning it might be enjoyable.
Well, enjoyable or not, it's still pretty largely unknown. We don't know what to be getting into proper.
That is correct. I just wanted to bring up that push comes to push, we could potentially, flee using their own portal system.
Yeah, I think that might be a sort of last option kind of deal.
Sure, but now that I have brought it up, at least you will be less shocked when I bring it up then.
I suppose that's true, yeah.
Good.
So, I suppose it's by sea then.
Oh, by sea it is.
So sea there and back?
Sounds like it.
Okay. All right. So while you are doing that, then I need... let's see. I need luck checks. So you can do it by a group, or you can do it one for the entire traveling over there. But you can choose whoever wants to do it, or like I said, you can do it together. But make your luck check, choose high or low.
Yeah, but oh yeah, there it is.
I guess
Your audio got off, so all I heard was, "Where's the butt?" Oh, there it is.
do we just want to do one?
Sure.
I thought it was one each, wasn't it?
He said it's optional. We can do it
it's
as a group.
optional. You can do
or
it
we
as a
can all
group. Or you
individually
can do
roll
it as... Yep, you're definitely going on elicitation.
I'm doing it for Irvine one way or another. I'm gonna go low.
Okay.
Well, Aki, you're gonna be our roll.
Sure.
Okay,
Group roll.
sure.
We trust in Irvine.
Oh, see, now I feel like it's gonna be high. Oh, wait.
Toss of the coin, no skill involved. There
Nope.
you go.
Oh boy. Okay.
You know, I think we should all individually roll, actually, on second
I think so.
thought.
Did you mishear that? I misheard that.
Yeah, I meant my brain
So-
hasn't been working.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Okay,
Was this your actual roll, or did you just try the system?
I was just testing it, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So
Now he plays Release the Kraken.
let's see here. I think it's alertness. All right. I need alertness checks, please, from everyone.
Don't we
Well, it's
all
aquatic, right?
click the green button where
Oh,
it is?
I still have to do my... What is it, a D6 you roll after the previous session?
No, because we're not done with the actual episode. So we can't do that
okay.
yet.
Correct.
Okay, shit. Oh shit.
Are you serious? 1 point off?
I have a fucking 70 as well. Yikes!
Okay, so
And it was already marked, fuck!
Howard and Thaddeus, as you are in stormy seas, you are distracted by waves cresting and splashing. Doctor and Irving are distracted by waves cresting and splashing in their face. They're trying to keep their sea legs and constantly trying to clear their face. And as you two are leaning away from the railing itself and bracing yourself, you look back and you see the faintest silhouette of ships that appear to be right on a trajectory with yours.
German ships?
It's evening, so it's nighttime. It's difficult to make out.
Is it coming from back home or like towards land?
Well, I would say that you would be out in the. Let's see, where would you be at? You would be in the middle of the North Sea, so it appears to be coming from. Well, getting.
Well, if they're behind us, then they're towards England. But that doesn't mean that they didn't fishtail around us, right?
Yeah, for
There
sure.
is a large amount of land that they would be patrolling, so you're unable to ascertain at this point, but they are coming from behind you. Do you
Rushes
wait
to
to
the
get close,
bridge.
do you let them, or do you alert?
Thad rushes to the bridge. Alerts whoever's driving.
Oh, shit. God damn it. Damn crowds. Fuck. Hold on. And he is going to make a pilot check. Ooh, that's not good. He is...
Ooh, I want to help.
But do you have pilot's Seacraft?
No, but what I do have is excellent mechanical understanding of how machines work. So I could help maybe get another knot or two out of the machines,
Okay.
speed-wise.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Give me a mechanics roll.
Oh,
I just-
no.
Yeah,
Well, she's got Captain.
yeah, exactly, right? Do I just click on craft? That's it? See
Yes.
what happens? Okay.
Well, he's doing that. Could I attempt SIGINT
Wow. No luck.
to check their comms?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully I'm lucky here.
Oops, roll better than me. Yeah, you did. Nice.
All right. And then don't forget to mark your craft.
Oh, you're right.
still
Yeah.
there.
Thank you.
Yeah, doctor. But yes, as the doctor runs down, hearing the alert and starts
Ring.
messing with the engine, you don't know. Like, you're looking at this thing and you don't know how this engine's even running. Like this thing should have locked up at least months ago, but it's still running. So you're sitting down, you're looking like, okay, this thing is running. How is this running? And you spend the rest of the time sitting down there trying to figure that out.
Yep.
Irving, you hop on the radio and you start listening, and you hear the distinct telltale sign of not German voices, but German signal bands that they occupy. They're thick with chaff or chatter.
Alrighty, yeah. So I can't really get a whole lot in particular, or just
Do you speak German?
yes.
Yeah, you can make out that they are on patrol. They've spotted something in the distance. They're on course to investigate. They have scrambled 2 other ships to run an intercept course.
Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, Irving will come across radio to the bridge, informing them of the situation. And if he can figure out the direction the enemy ships are coming from, he'll advise, as best he can, a route to avoid.
Do you have navigate?
Let me see.
I can do it if you don't.
Yeah, if Irving's in communication with Howard, then you're able to. Howard can go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, I don't know if you're... I have 40 on mine, if you've got...
I have
Go for it.
70.
Yeah, do it, please. Nice.
Nice. All right. So yeah, given what you know and what Irving has kind of keyed you in on, you're going to get the sensation that they would be coming from probably a southeastern direction, heading towards you. And relaying that information to the captain, you're able to give him a boost. So he's going to make another roll. Oh, shit. Even with that boost, he's rolling terrible. His skill's at 50. So with that, he is fumbling with the wheel. He's not doing well at all.
Yeah.
You are...
Can I...
within...
Sorry.
go ahead.
Kind of going along with the idea that Air Doctor had, would I be able to take a look at some of the mechanics of the ship to try... Maybe I heard that, like, the mechanics are all kind of fucked up. Would I be able to take a look and try to help things run a bit more smoothly?
Sure. Go ahead and give that mechanics check. Air Doctor's down there just like... Nice. Air Doctor's down there. It's like, this should work. I don't understand. This should
heavy
work.
machinery?
You could do heavy machinery, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, even with the doctor helping you, that unfortunately doesn't... Both of you get into an argument over how this ship engine should be working. Like,
Yeah.
you both get into, like, obviously this is internal combustion, but this should be locking up. No, it's not. This is how it pilots the screw. No, wait. And you both kind of get into this verbal slap fight and this theoretical observation of the
Tense
ship.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabs a pair of binoculars from one of the lookouts on the bridge and starts looking around for a conveniently located fog bank or somewhere that maybe we can find some way to obstruct their view.
Okay, give me an awareness check.
Oh yeah, good.
Nice.
You would get a +10 with the binoculars.
Take it.
With the +10, yeah. As you look around, there is a lot of. It's just such heavy rainfall. Not rainfall. Sorry. It's just such heavy winds that any fog that would stick around has been long blown away. But given everything, he's going to make one more check, and no. He unfortunately, the ships have caught up at this point, and
Everybody chants TPK. TPK.
I was gonna say, is there any chance I could try and mess with their signal? Like, do they have? Does it sound like they have visual, or are they going off radar?
They have faint visual, so that's why they're scrambling to confirm. They're trying to keep their border well locked down from any, rogue agents that are trying to scramble in.
What?
I know.
Yeah, I don't know if he stands much chance of it, but I think Irving's going to come across comms and try and play it off like they're, I mean, what do you guys think? What would fit most? Like, just an occupied fishing vessel or something like that? Or what kind of ship is this?
This is, you could masquerade this as a shipping vessel.
Yeah. So I think that'd be what he'd go for. Yeah, I guess, should I... Because I'm already into their comms, would that just be an attempt at persuade, or what?
Since you already have locked onto the signal that you speak German, yeah, you can give me a persuade check. I would give you a +10, since you are, quote-unquote, hacked in.
Alright. Here goes the hope. Oh my god!
Oh, nice. So, yeah, what do you say?
Yeah, he comes across comms. Hello. God, what would he say? Because he has SIGINT in German and all that, so he'd probably have some idea of, as well as military science and all that kind of stuff. He'd know what kind of shit they'd be expecting in terms of lines, so probably something along the lines of, hello, sorry, comms dropped. We've been having issues due to the weather and a previous skirmish. This is he gives some bullshit German, some kind of bullshit German name, I guess. I don't know. Just come up with something.
Hans.
Hans. Yeah, just the first thing that comes to mind. And he try and inform them that although they're having some issues, they should be able to make it to shore fine. They'll hopefully be docking safely, etc., etc.
Yeah, the officer on the other end. Okay, yes, we will escort you the rest of the way. And you can hear them get on another channel you key in, and you can hear him call off the other two, but they're going to keep a distance and watch.
Yep.
So,
yeah, and Irving will come across comms to the captain. Alright, he's managed to convince them we're just a simple shipping vessel. Some issue with our comms, and that's why we didn't tip in on them. They're going to be following us, so the two that were coming up are gone, but either you'll have to try and give them a slip, or well, fuck, I don't know. But at least we don't have the other two on us for now.
Right. Well, thanks for what you done, lad. And he kind of keeps an eye out, and for the next few hours, as you gradually make your way towards land, pretending to be this hobbled fishing vessel, he scouts ahead and is going to try to make his move, and he succeeds that time. There is a break in the chaff where the waves die down just enough to give him enough of an edge, and he punches the throttle full open and ends up just barreling ahead long enough to keep the German ships off guard. And you slip into the night, and over the next few hours, it's very tense on the ship as you keep constant vigilance. But you do eventually make your way towards the edge of Denmark, outside of the Dutch countryside. Dawn has broken, and you are in an idyllic scene. Let's see, that dude is gone, so yes, there you go. And I would say on the map that I put you on, or that I shared in the Discord, you would probably be by, what's that on there? That is, you'd be by Corsor, which is to the southwest of Trelleborg.
Let's see. Corsar, you said?
Yes.
Original. 1 sec.
There's obviously other words or other letters that are thrown in there. But since I don't have that on my keyboard exactly, that is the rough spelling of that.
Yeah, once we land, Irving will give a kind of a nod and wave salute to the captain, and I suppose we'll be on our way, unless anyone else has anything.
Doesn't sound like it. Are you having the captain kind of remain in the waters?
If there's a good enough spot that they can get under or up in on the coastline to where they'd be able to hide the ship pretty well, then yeah, he'd have them stick around. Otherwise, he'd have them look for a good enough spot, and then he'll calm them later.
Okay. All right. So as you make landfall and the dawn has broken, you do know roughly that Trelleborg is northeast of Corsor, and you have roughly about a mile's journey to get through.
Alrighty.
So how do you all approach that?
I mean, yeah, I suppose we'll scout for get high ground first as best we can, and then according to that and what maps we would have already arranged ahead of time, aim to move down low ground, somewhere with low visibility if possible, or along the water line.
All right. So then, are you doing it stealthily, or how are you going about doing that? Are you using?
I certainly hope so.
I hope so too. Okay, so you can do a group stealth check, or you can do individual rolls if you prefer.
My stealth is pretty decent.
Please do.
The doctor would definitely take clues from other people.
Do we
That's
want me to
not
just
deep.
make one? Since you guys are bad.
We're not
Probably.
bad. It's called evil.
It's called Silently Challenged.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh my.
I think maybe
Should-
we should do like individual rolls.
Yeah, shouldn't have called us
I'm
bad.
not sure about that.
Okay. Well, the German patrols fumbled, so the first one is a near miss, but they appear to be just joyriding around the Danish countryside. They're just taking just leisurely drives and not paying attention at all. But you get within probably, I would say, maybe 200 feet of a German patrol, where you all get down, but they are not paying attention. So
Yeah.
Sick.
I will need another stealth check, please.
In case we get
Oh,
spotted, our doctor would say that that we should have a plan what to say, what to do.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Uh-oh. What would be the best kind of story we could give? I mean, I imagine we would have brought clothes that would have been suitable for spec ops type stuff in some regard.
Yeah, you would have been provided just everyday civilian clothes to try to help you blend in with the Dutch citizenry.
Perfect.
He says, since we're going towards Trelleborg, you might pretend that you're escorting me there, because I'm, a valuable German scientist.
I suppose.
Between the two people who speak
is-
German.
I can speak German, but damned if I can speak much else. And the others, well, kind of turns to everybody else.
Howard just shakes his head.
Well, he says, well, maybe then they shouldn't speak. Then we get in contact.
Might be for the best.
As you all crest a hill, let's see. Let me get everyone over here.
And then I would say, because he's wicked that way, the doctor would ask for some sort of word that would be said that means that the plan is to now mow everybody down.
Open fire.
Yeah, pretty much
Sauerkraut.
Irving shooting.
I mean, yeah, so, exactly. Yeah, but sauerkraut could be one, right? So, for example, if Herr Doctor then at some point says, "Yeah, we're just trying to get to base. I heard the sauerkraut there is very good," and then everybody else knows. Okay, we're shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they
That
don't
works.
talk about sauerkraut first, though. 'cause then
I
we'll be in
mean-
trouble.
That would just prove how dumb we are. Yeah.
So as you crest another hill, another convoy comes by, and there appear to be
Meep meep.
3 German troops that notice you and slow to a halt.
Rude.
One of them gets
Necessary.
out of the vehicle and comes up to you. And in German, greetings. Where are you off to on this fine day?
I'll give him a smile. And then I look at Irvine.
Yeah, Irving kind of looks at her doctor like, well, I thought you were gonna.
No. Sorry, I don't want to metagame it, but I'm clear. Like the doctor would have communicated that he's not great at lying to people. He's good. He
I see.
can pose as a scientist very convincingly, right? Because he knows the names of Roski, and he knows the details, and he can memorize those really well, and he can appear as a very intelligent German man. But and maybe he says his mom said he wasn't, gifted with the gift of the tongue, right? Like he's just not great at lying, he says, which is, partially why the lack of progress in his projects led eventually to him having, and then he trails off on some, non sequitur about his work in Germany.
Makes sense. Yeah, so I think
So I think the plan, he was trying to say Irving is probably better at convincing people, and he can fall back on the doctor to spout some tech babble to make it believable.
Yeah,
but
so
he felt
in that
uncomfortable
case-
doing that himself.
Yeah, in that case, Irving kind of looks to them and kind of gives a wave, and in German, "Oh, finally someone! You have no idea how far we've wandered. You got a bit lost."
Oh, lost, you say? And wanderers. Might I ask where you're coming from and where you're going?
We were on a ship. We're supposed to be escorting the doctor here up towards Copenhagen, but ship, got in a skirmish on the way. Some bastards. It sounds like there was another ship tailing them, but they weren't able to stop them from nicking us on the way. And, we went ashore, but I don't know where the hell anywhere is here.
Ah, yes. Well, might I see your papers then, please, so I can help direct you more?
Yeah, of course. And he'll kind of lean down and kind of drop his pack on the ground, kind of firearm there laid down alongside it, and he'll kind of open up the pack. Damn it, sauerkraut burst all over everything.
Howard opens fire.
Yep, same.
Yeah, the moment he
Immediately
kind
opens
of
fire.
the moment he kind of says that, he grabs for the rifle to pop a shot off himself.
All right. So go ahead and roll your firearms. Whoever's
No, we're shooting them. We're not rolling them. That's not how you use firearms.
That's not? Oh, okay.
9.
Oh, come on!
Are you
Okay.
At least
serious?
it goes up now.
I apologize. Which weapons were you using?
Irving be using his carbine
Okay.
or whatever have you. The Garand, I mean to say.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage then, Howard. And Thaddeus, you're using the Winchester? All right.
I mean, we all missed except Howard.
Yep.
Oh, I can just click. Okay, that's good to
Yep.
know. So damage is
It's a good roll.
7.
That is a good roll.
Lethality.
Okay, so you actually did more damage with lethality. So you did 10 damage with 3 armor piercing. You brain this guy right here, and he is gone. The other two immediately hop to and start fumbling for their pistols. And I'm gonna go initiative order. So who has the highest dex?
Not it.
15.
Yeah, 15 as well.
Okay, these two have 12. So Howard and Irving, go ahead and make your next rounds of attacks.
Alright.
I forgot there's a button I can just click for my gun.
Oh.
That's much better.
Am I supposed to roll damage and lethality, or
Click on lethality first, please.
Okay.
Oh, I should put that in there. Yours is a Garand as well, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
So you've done 8 damage and 3 armor piercing. This one is heavily wounded. He is wobbling around, but yeah.
I'm gonna click your lethality button. Oh, that doesn't
No.
work. I'm just gonna click
Nice.
this again so that I can click the lethality.
The game
button.
goes, "Ank."
Oh, come on! Why couldn't I have done that one? But no, yeah, so regular lethality, I guess. But the damage is 6.
Okay. So actually, was that percentile roll for your lethality there, Irving?
Yes?
Yes? Okay. The way that lethality works is that you roll it, and if you get 10% or below, you automatically kill whatever you shoot at. But if you don't reach lethality, the damage is calculated by what you roll on the dice. So since you rolled a 59, you just did 14 damage to him.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So I'm guessing you were shooting at the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is gone. He is absolutely gone. So he's at 12. Does anyone have 12 dex?
I got
That
13.
does.
Okay. So, Air Doctor, and then Thaddeus, you said you had 12?
Yes.
Okay. Air Doctor, you're up next.
He shoots with the Tommy gun.
Okay.
I mean, it's
And-
just like that other time.
Shots do go wide. Both Thaddeus and the soldier go at the same time, so Thaddeus, go
Suppression
ahead
fire.
and roll. Condition 1.
Yep.
So
So I guess I have to work on my button there, because it doesn't seem to be doing it. So we'll just roll firearms.
Okay. Okay, success, and he also got a success. He is going to go after Howard, since Howard was the one who did significant amount of damage to him. He gets a D10. So 6 points of damage there, Howard. And then Thaddeus, go ahead and roll your damage. Oh yeah, holy hell, yeah, you blow him away. What's that look like as you finish up this combat?
Thad swings up the shotgun, aims at the guy's head, and just sort of Gallagher's his head.
Okay. Yeah, you, as a shot rings out and it hits Howard center mass, you just level your shotgun at him, and just there's this explosion and just this fine red mist that covers the immediate area around the vehicle. But yeah, the combat is done.
Nice. We got very lucky.
Yeah.
Ah,
Please,
scheiße,
before they got
scheiße,
a shot.
scheiße.
Yeah,
Do you-
Irving kind of looks up to the others. Alright, we have to move fast now before
Do
they
you
find
want
him.
their? Do you maybe want their papers and their uniforms?
Yeah, good idea. Let's find a good spot to drag him somewhere in cover first, and then we can move.
They do have a vehicle too, if you wanted to use that.
Oh, they came up on a vehicle. Yeah.
Nice.
This will be our fastest way. And of course, with the papers and everything now, we should be able to cover ourselves pretty well. You two, he kind of looks to the others. Just keep your heads pretty low.
I reckon I should be the one without papers. Maybe, I don't know. But you should study your names, your fake names.
Certainly plan on it.
Howard will grab some papers and lean over to the doctor. Which one's the name?
Kleiner Schwanz.
Kleiner Schwanz.
And then he cackles. He cackles like you made just the funniest joke. The funniest joke. And he says, I'm so sorry, I'm sometimes a little childish. It meant small dick. The actual name is... And then he tells you the actual name on the papers.
Alright. Thanks.
The Scheißkopf. What?
Yeah, you do get a solid chuckle out of Irving, though, when you tell him.
Yeah.
I think Howard will get into the driver's seat, though.
Please do.
Yeah, it's it's a little squelchy getting into the vehicle. It's kind of sticky all around. But you get the bodies off to the side, you hide them, and then you strip and clean off most of the uniform that you can, and take your vehicle to Trelleborg. So this is an aerial view of the Viking fort, but there's a large ring that you see in the distance, and as you approach closer, you are greeted with just one entrance that has a wooden bridge that's going inside. And as you approach from the road with your vehicle, you don't see any guards.
I mean, we wouldn't. I don't think we're not Indiana Jones daring to just drive in there. I don't have yet my signature from Adolf Hitler, so we'd probably stop outside and try and sneak in. I don't know, at least the doctor might maybe ask us, like, what's the plan now? We're not going to just drive in there like lunatics, no?
Yeah. And to be clear, it looks like it's entirely unoccupied?
Well, from this distance, as you can see from the image itself, that appears to be a very large earthen wall. You're probably looking at about at least 10 feet high. So it is difficult to get any kind of viewpoint going in there except from the main entrance of the road.
Yeah, Irving will kind of nod. We'll want to, I suppose, keep a bit of a distance, park somewhere under some trees and cover, and then get up there slowly.
Okay, so if you are going up slowly, then I will need a stealth check. You can do a group stealth, or you can...
I've got a good feeling about us doing individual once. I'm joking.
I'll try my best.
Nah, you'll get like a 99 or something. Hey!
Nice.
I did it.
Herr Doctor actually pays attention to how it says.
I feel like 25, 50, and 75 should be crits.
I mean, you can feel that way.
Yeah.
So, as you crest the bank from, I would say, one of the directions that doesn't have a road leading into it, I'm going to just pop over to this map quick. I would say maybe like something like that. You crest over there. And when you get inside, you see this in front of you. Just large amounts of crates. Let me get your characters over here. Large amounts of crates, and there appears to be in the center of the fort itself. Sorry, one more time to pop back. You see in roughly this area here, there appears to be not a shack, but probably like some kind of wooden cabin. There is also a large flag riding above it, flapping in the wind. So I need everyone to make sanity checks, please.
Ooh, this is a fancy flag.
It's just a misprint.
Fancy flag. I'm
Damn
not
it.
insane. Hey.
Okay, if you succeeded, it is no sanity loss. For those of you that failed, sorry, let me take a look. It is. I need
500.
to check.
Yeah.
Yes, 500.
You just go cuckoo.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
And then I need to look.
Herr Doctor
Okay.
starts experimenting with everybody around.
For Herr Doctor, it is 1, and for Howard,
Got
it is. Let's do this here.
And this is neither violence or helplessness.
It is unnatural. It is 3
Okay. Wow.
That was
for
3.
Howard.
Ouch.
That was 3 for you. And for. Sorry, let me get my handouts here.
Everybody else passed, so that's okay.
Yes, now for both Thaddeus and Irving, this is your first time seeing this. So you see this flag, and I'll show that to you. It appears to be a swastika or a German Nazi flag, but you notice that there is a distinct difference in that one of the arms has been shortened. Looking at the flag makes you feel uncomfortable. It makes your eyes kind of itch and burn, and you feel a slight pressure begin to build up at the bridge of your nose. And as you look at it long enough, it makes your eyes start to water to the point where you have to look away. Now, for a Doctor and Irving, I need to I didn't bring that over. Oh, where's it? There it is. Okay. Let me do this quick. And for Dr. and Howard, you see this.
Again.
And as you look at it this time, it's not the same. The arms themselves appear to start to be distorted. There appears to be a more sickly tinge to it. It's still missing the arm, but the entirety of the flag itself just it makes you nauseous to look at.
Then I don't look at it.
Fair.
Seems a good choice.
All right, so that's what you see hanging above there and above the cabin in the center. So moving back to this, as you look around, you see soldiers that appear to be moving around very methodically. They are grabbing boxes and organizing them and placing them in what appear to be stacks, ready to be shipped out. You see 3 of them that are walking back and forth doing tasks. But as you look at them, they don't appear to be talking to anyone. They don't appear to be conversing. And this is just in this section. And you can hear their footsteps are heavy, like heavier than normal soldier footsteps.
Interesting.
Can I try to get like a better look at these guys? See if there's anything like wrong with them?
Yeah, I think Irving's kind of thinking the same thing. He wants to try and assess, what kind of armoring they might have, what kind of weapons they've got, etc., etc. So he'll be taking a pretty good close look.
Okay, so how would you go about doing that? Would you get closer? Would you get outside? I would say you'd have some binoculars that you could do that with.
What kind of numbers are we looking at in here?
3, 4?
Overall?
There are 3 in this section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was maybe wondering if I could use like alertness or something, maybe with those binoculars to try
Sure,
to like...
you can get a +10 with that.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll do the same.
I don't mean to alarm you, but I have a 90% chance of this succeeding.
Pretty good.
No,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Damn.
That works. Hey!
Finish.
You find that 2 of the soldiers are the people we're looking for.
Alright.
Hot
Writing this
damn.
out. Okay, so 2 crits, perfect. So as you are looking at the soldiers, you get glimpses in between the uniform, like places where skin should be visible. I need sanity checks from the people that are spying.
Love that.
Let's see how sane I am. I am so sane. I'm not sane.
Okay.
What you see is not good.
All right.
Fucking tin men.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it is 3 and unnatural if you have failed.
Okay.
So unnatural is in it doesn't tick any of the boxes.
Correct.
Okay.
It appears to be not metal, but it appears to be porcelain.
Ooh.
I hate that. Like their faces are porcelain? Like their
Like
skin?
anywhere that skin's visible appears to be porcelain, and there are instances of metal.
Yeah, Irving kind of is like locked through the binoculars, and his kind of hands kind of start shaking a little bit. Kind of pulls them down finally. Something's off about.
What did you see? Anything useful?
I don't know if it's useful, but
Their,
something's off.
their faces were like, what's that, plate, sort of
like
thing.
china, like porcelain, like dolls,
Yeah.
and then a bit of metal as well.
What?
Yeah.
Underneath the armor, the I mean, like the gaps in their sleeves and such. It's just there's no way that's skin. Look, kind of past the.
You don't wanna see.
Here, this is fucked up. Do you want to look?
Well, I don't know if he can explain it better than I can.
The doctor. Can the
Maybe
doctor remember anything like that from his time? Like any sister project that had, super soldiers made out of porcelain metal skin?
Did you notice that they weren't breathing neither?
The doctor, give me an intelligence check there, doctor.
Sure. Intelligence under 85. How to do? Oh, I just click intelligence.
Mhm.
Derp.
Going over the vast amount of super soldier branches that that were under the Reich.
Yep.
You have heard of all types, such as metallic harnesses and things like that, to better augment their strength and their endurance. Nothing specifically with porcelain. Porcelain's very fragile material that would shatter upon impact of bullets or anything like that. So nothing in those lines, but you have heard of experimental suits and things like that would better augment a person's strength.
Yeah. Now he will relay that. He says, "Yeah, from my time with German science division, we did work on sort of exoskeletons and sort of suits that would augment strength, but nothing that is porcelain. That's just weird. Very, very weird. Maybe it is part of the dream court, yeah.
I mean, they say one way or another, it's certainly unsettling.
Well, yeah, and the question is, how do you kill them?
Well, I imagine just like anything else. I certainly fucking hope so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
The crates that we see, is there anything written on them? Is it obvious that it's all gasoline, or it's all food stocks, or?
I was gonna say, any chance Irving could do a search amongst all of that to see if anything sticks out?
While getting down there, give me a stealth check there, Irving.
Oh, you're going. Jesus. Good
I
luck.
was gonna use
Bye.
binoculars.
Oh.
Well, to do a search, you'd have to get up and actually get through and start rifling through that. A quick alertness. Looking at yours is at, what was it again?
Mine's 50. His is 70.
His is 70. With between the two of you, 50 and 70, you see that these appear to be coordinated and boxed in like materials. So you do have a section that is foodstuffs. You do have a section that is metal.
Okay.
You do have things like that appear to be put into specific queues, but you're not exactly sure. There is a method to this, but you're not entirely sure of the method entirely.
The character is very smart. Could this just be a logistics queue, like in a Hamburg docks, for example, where you would? Because he's theorizing they're using the ley lines to bypass train supply and air supply, and just use the ley lines as supply lanes.
It appears to be something similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Irving would have informed you guys that there was intel he'd acquired that there was some kind of a supply depot or similar near Copenhagen that they'd set up. So this would definitely fit the bill, I assume.
Yeah.
Does it look like there's a lot of explosives? Or is it more so materials?
That would require an alertness check, an active check.
Okay, yeah. Irving's gonna definitely scan for that.
Nope.
Shit.
There is so much here. It is cattle. It appears to be in order, but as you look around, there doesn't appear to be a specific pile for that.
Yeah, and Irving kind of looks at the others. Alright, well, I say we make our way around full circle. get a full count on numbers, threats, etc., and figure out our best line of approach. Got to figure out what's in that shack there in the middle.
We need to find the two people we're looking for, ideally. I do not plan to have to fight our way through an army of these weird soldiers.
We certainly need numbers at the very least. Let's go.
Sure.
I mean, his plan is just to make their way around the encirclement and kind of assess it overall.
Okay. Then I need that group stealth check, please.
Here we go. In before we crit fail.
Where is stealth? There it is.
Stealth.
Okay.
Yay.
So, let me take a look here. Did they have anything? Okay, they don't. So, yep, they just appear to continuously maneuver back and forth. You're slowly able to make or to find your way through the various piles of materials. That as you get closer, though, you do notice that there is a lot of fabric again. And there appear to be a large number of crates that are stationed around the fabric. But
Like the bolts, I think they're called, right? Bolts
Yeah.
of silk or bolts of cotton or whatever?
Yep, exactly.
Huh. Why is that?
And where specifically was it?
It's as you get closer to the cabin itself.
Okay, interesting.
Were bolts used at all, or was fabric used at all in any of the parts that Röthke makes? Because he says we know he makes the masks and the keys, but we thought those were made out of metallic alloys.
It's metal and leather.
Metal and leather. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So the cloth is a mystery still to our characters, I assume, as to
Yeah.
what the use be.
That is correct.
Okay.
Presumably. I mean, there's a million and one things that they could actually be.
Yeah, it could also be just a thing they trade with the other faction, right? Because the other faction somehow can't make cotton or whatever. Like, who knows?
Unless, I mean, well, that's out of character, very out of character. But
So,
I mean,
the
go
cabin's right in the center there, and since you were coming from this side here, you would get to about 3/4 of the way where you started noticing that there would be bolts of cloth.
okay.
But
And did we get that count on how many it seemed like there were overall?
it would take a long time to count that amount, but there appears
No,
to
soldiers.
be- Oh,
Yeah,
soldiers.
Yeah.
As in that first section there, as you crested over the hill, let me just pop back.
Yeah, because his plan was go all the way around once.
Oh,
To
to
try-
go all the way
Yeah.
around it. Sorry, I misunderstood.
No
Yes,
problem.
as you go around each initial section, there appears to be 3 soldiers
So 12 in total.
in this section. As you take the binoculars and kind of scan in between the pathways that have been set up, there appears to be at least 3 more the closer that you get. So you're looking at another 12. So you're looking at roughly 24 soldiers.
Yeah.
Weird soldiers, though.
Correct.
Yeah, the very concerning ones. Alright, yeah, so we've got a count. We know the threat level, roughly. I suppose that's when we kind of get up there as close as we can. Get into that building if possible.
So, yep, and with the bolts of cloth and things like that, that's what you see along the way there. But that is, I think, there you go. So yeah, that is your approach there. As you can see that it appears to be a simple thatched cottage or a thatched cabin. There appears to be grass on the roof, and once again, that flag is flying high above it. And you try to actively avoid looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is for Irving, he's kind of very curious about the flag and like, what the fuck is going on? Why is it giving him a headache? He's like, there's something in him that's tempted to like look at it until it stops, but I mean,
You can.
the shit they've seen, yeah, I think he'll avoid it. But yeah.
Okay, so then the approach appears to be clear. You do see that there is one soldier that has just left the cabin itself. That appears to have some kind of manifest that is held by its side as it goes down one of the pathways.
Did I cut out there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
It was a what with manifest that goes down?
Soldier with a manifest.
Soldier
A
with
weird
a-
soldier with a
yeah.
manifest. If this was Assassin's Creed, you'd go assassinate him. And get the intel.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
might also cause a lot of alarm. Who knows?
exactly. He looks like the other funky soldiers, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You are closer to him, so if anyone wants to get a better look, you can do that.
Yeah, Irving's kind of tempted. He whispers over to Thaddeus, or Howard, I mean to say. I keep mixing the two of them up. But he whispers over to Howard. You think you could get in close, take him out quiet? I'm not exactly.
I could try. Yeah. Can we just, like, it doesn't show on my character sheet that I have a knife or anything, but can we just say I have a knife?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then
All right. I thought I put that on your sheet, but
I'm gonna try to sneak up on him.
okay. Yeah. Give me that stealth check, please.
Yeah, Irving will keep a shot lined up just in case. Yeah.
Okay. It appears to be unaware, so you can go ahead and make a melee weapons check with a +20.
Ooh, love it.
Okay, so I think I had K-Bar with someone. Who did I have that on? I had that on someone.
A what?
Maybe it
Okay,
was
bar.
Aki's old character?
I think it must have been Aki's old character.
Yeah, Aki's old character
Oh,
at
yeah,
the bar.
Yeah, he did.
Yep. So, yeah, if I remember correctly, a combat knife does 1d6. So yeah, go ahead and roll me a 1d6. You can put that in your character sheet later.
5.
5 points of damage as you get up and you drive the blade in. Let's see.
Oh, I drive it in? Can I make a drive check then?
Yeah, seriously. I assume there's a way to maybe try and get at someone's throat or something like that, like in the cool video games.
As you bring the knife up and try to drive it into the base of the neck, the blade itself just slides off of its neck,
No!
and you hear this like as if you took a knife to a plate, just that shrill shriek, that piercing noise. It does some damage to it, but it stops and then turns around.
Do I have a fork around? I can make that sound for you.
No, please.
We're good, Aki. Yeah, Howard is very surprised. Is gonna try to maybe wrestle it to the ground and keep stabbing it.
Okay. So, as it turns around, there is this just kind of, as you appear into the face, the eyes are completely blank. As you see that it is just made of porcelain. and the eyes themselves appear to be made of black glass.
Do I have to make another sanity check?
You're up close. Yeah, you're gonna have to make a sanity check.
God damn it. Does this guy have like the Coraline button eyes?
Kind of, but not quite.
Fuck.
Ooh.
That's 4 unnatural.
Crap.
So do you get 4 points in unnatural skill, or is this 4 sanity lost?
4 sanity loss and unnatural. Don't forget that you can deflect your sanity damage onto some of your bonds.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
It's too late.
I think it costs you willpower now and a few points of your
Correct.
bond strength.
Okay,
Points of your
well,
soul.
as surprised and freaked out by this weird guy, I'm still gonna try to wrestle him to the ground if I can.
Stab,
Okay.
stab, stab.
Yep. So
Shoot,
you
shoot,
you can go first. Go ahead and roll. I'll say roll athletics or unarmed, whichever you prefer.
Let's see, what are my skills in those?
Can we pile on if it goes bad?
Yes, you can.
Okay, because we might want to.
I like unarmed. I don't see athletic. Oh, there's it's the same thing.
Whoa, 0-7.
Okay, you get it to the ground, and it starts letting out this piercing shriek.
Oh shit.
I hate that.
In his fear, Herr Doctor also lets out a piercing shriek, and the two wavelengths cancel each other out.
Oh, wow, you
That's
get that
why-
power all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows how that works.
All right, so let's go combat here. You have it down to the grounds, and your dex is higher. Yours and Irving's, actually, everyone's is higher. This has a dex of 10.
Okay.
But it is down on the ground, so...
So chances are everything heard that screech, right?
If you want to give me an alertness check, you certainly can.
Can
I would
I
love to.
make that check as well, since I think that might influence my next action?
Yeah?
Okay.
The ringing in your ears,
Oh,
Irving,
God.
is just... you were real close to it, and
Oh,
it
so
just
it's pretty
reached
loud.
that certain frequency that's almost tinnitus, but it's not
Yeah.
quite, so your ears
Yeah.
just have that
Definitely.
reverberating echo.
You know,
Yeah,
we
he
just
definitely
we,
pursued.
we just leave and come back tomorrow. We'll just try again tomorrow. It's okay.
Yeah, Irving will pull up the ground and go for a shot on it.
Both Air Doctor and Thaddeus, if you want to make alertness checks as well, you certainly can.
Oh, I love those.
There's no way you could fail, right? Oh shit.
Just like that.
Okay.
Hey!
Thaddeus, Thaddeus, it's just, you're a doctor. What the hell are you doing here? As you look around and you hear the cacophonous dropping of heavy boxes echoed throughout the camp. And you start to see silhouettes and shadows moving in the distance, and they appear to be getting closer. So,
Go ahead,
How-
roll those shots.
Howard, you wrestled
didn't
it
go
to the
well.
ground. Irving, you're up.
Oof.
Pow!
Good
Goes my gun. Hey.
job.
Okay.
Lethality.
Okay. So as you take aim, the bullet ricochets into the ground and appears to have done just a slight amount of damage to it.
My concern. Yeah, Irving's eyes go wide. He starts looking for a route or the most defendable place, which I assume is the building, yeah?
It appears to be so. Air Doctor, you are up.
So he will ready his Tommy gun, and start looking for an escape route. He's definitely not shooting the guy, because obviously there was just a pling sound as the bullet ricocheted off the guy.
Okay.
And he's quickly calculating in his head that fighting 24 of them is going to be a non-issue, as in, like, not a non-issue, but not a possibility. And being penned into that... He doesn't have the bravery of the soldier to think about barricading himself in the building in the middle of 24 of these soldiers, so instead he does what most people would do, which is look at the nearest exit, right, and then make a plan of escape.
Well, your ways out are very limited because of where you're at. You're damn near the center of this fort.
Mm-hmm.
So you could, planning it out, you could make your way through the boxes and hope that you don't get caught.
Right.
Or you can go back into the cabin and hopefully hunker down and they won't detect you. Or maybe there's a way to open a gate inside the cabin.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. But he's yeah. The problem with the one we were just fighting, he's not gonna just lose sight of us. It's not bad AI like in Assassin's Creed, where you just run around the corner and they go, "Oh, well, probably was nothing."
You have no idea what these things are.
No, that's a problem too. Anyway, he follows Irvine's sort of direction. So he pulls his gun, quickly looks over to Irvine. If Irvine says shoot, then shoot. If he says hunker, he hunkers. If he says nothing, then he does nothing.
Yeah, you see Irvine has definitely... He took that shot and he looks very concerned. You see his eyes are wide and his eyes are darting for the best place, and it seems like, yeah, he's looking to go for cover.
Yeah.
And he nods to you towards the building.
Okay, yeah, the doctor just says Scheiße, 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 and starts sprinting towards the house with his gun out.
Okay. So you make your way up there. Thaddeus, what are you doing?
Shot ready, but he's following Herr Doctor and making for the hut.
Okay. You make your way up to the huts. Okay, so let me put one more marker here for me. And then, yes, since Howard, you are on top of this thing, you're its target of opportunity. As the creature appears to all of a sudden, you're not entirely sure what happens, but you hear this ticking, this it sounds like gears, it sounds like clockwork, as there is a deep resonant ticking with it, and then it's not a chime, but it's almost like a metallic spring gets uncoiled all of a sudden, and you can see the glint out of the corner of your eye along its arms and along its hands appeared razor wire as it tries to attack you.
Wow, so it sort of deploys razor wire out of its hand?
Correct.
Cool.
Oh
So it failed.
I want to be on their side.
As it takes a swing out towards your chest and you roll off of it instinctively.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was its turn. It's back to the top there. What do you do, Howard?
Howard very quickly, now that I've rolled off of it, kind of gets his pistol out and is going to shoot at it.
Okay. You are point blank, so get a plus 20 bonus.
Love to hear it.
Okay, nice. Go ahead and roll damage then.
Fuck.
Plink.
Okay, so let me take.
Hopefully it does some.
Okay, man. All right. With that, the bullet once again, just as you level the pistol right next to it, the shot rings out, but the bullet appears just to create these hairline fractures along its skin.
That's certainly no ceramic we are aware of.
Correct.
Oh my. Irvine's go again?
Yes, unless Howard, would you like to move away, or?
I think Howard will at least, like, stand up.
Okay.
And, like, prep himself. I don't think he's gonna try to run from this thing, because he's right next to it. I think he's just, like, facing it, ready for a fight.
Okay. All right. Then Irving.
Yeah, he's gonna move for the building and shoot once he's there.
All right. You're easily done. Go ahead and shoot.
Alright, here we go. put some hurt on this thing, hopefully. Let's see. Ooh. Not great.
Okay, so let me take a look at the rules on this thing. Yeah, as you level your rifle at it and you shoot, once again, it just this plinking noise as the bullets just falls to the ground. Howard, you see that the bullet actually just looks like it hit a strike plate, so that the bullet is compressed. You appear to be the cracks are spreading out. You appear to be doing some damage to it, but not what you're used to doing.
Okay.
So you move up to the cabin itself. Thaddeus and Air Doctor, you're up next.
I have both of these guys as my backups, right?
Yep.
He will sort of look panicked, right, with his goggles on, I guess. Will look panicked left, right on the outside, where he knows there's 24 of these monsters still coming at him, and then just tries to shoulder his way into the cabin, wildly screaming in German for anyone inside to not make a move, sort of swinging his gun if he can, if the door opens, you know.
Okay. It's not barred, so yeah.
Then it's a rare movement of bravery for, or maybe just desperation. You never know. For Herr Doctor, as he charges in.
Okay, and you take. Ooh, shit! I am sorry. 10 points of damage. As you charge in, there is a echoing gunshot as you are shot with a pistol.
No, I disbelieve that. Sorry, I dodged that.
He went for the construct, yeah? Or whatever it is.
No, he charged into the cabin.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Is there no dodging?
You can dodge. Yep, go ahead and roll dodge, and you were sacrificing your action next round to do a dodge.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he wants to survive.
So it would be, you'd have to get either a critical or higher than 29%.
Oh, easy. Watch this. Fumble.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh my god, why?
That is a 1 in 100 roll.
It is.
Shit.
How am
Again, this will be an important moment for him, where later on he will say, "And that is when I learned not to be brave."
So as you come in, there is a pistol leveled directly at you.
Yeah.
And let's see.
I got 2 health points left.
As a gun is leveled at you, a shot is fired, and you see the barrel of a gun, smoke emanating from it as you lose consciousness.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
shit.
you get
There's
to
any
2.
sort of armor or anything, right? Like armor soak?
There weren't really Kevlar vests or anything back in World War II. You had access to a helmet, but he wasn't aiming for your helmet, unfortunately.
Right.
So, yes, you with this system, if you reach 2 HP or less, 1 to 2 HP, you are unconscious. 0, you are bleeding out. But right now, you're just unconscious. You're not dead.
No, I love it, but it's very cinematic, right? Like it's his his heart. He feels like staying outside is a worse idea than running straight blindly into the building. So he looks around. He sees his 2 companions and thinks, "I'll be fine. I'll be fine." Turns around, shoulders his way into the door, starts screaming, "Get out!" And there's the loud shot right from the pistol, and he just collapses still with a forward momentum, but just collapses on the floor with the clattering of the Tommy gun, and is just quiet.
Thaddeus, Thaddeus and Irving, since you're right there, you see the doctor run in. There's a gunshot, and then you hear the sound of a body hit the floor. Roll sanity, please, unless you're adapted to helplessness.
Yeah. Would it be helplessness or violence?
Well, you didn't see it, but you heard a body hit the floor, and you understand the doctor's combat ability isn't the highest.
Yeah. It's all good. Shit happens.
Yeah. Okay, so for Thaddeus, if I remember correctly, I think it's It's just
He also
one.
really wants to shove a key in someone's eye. So.
It's understandable. Yeah, it's just one sanity loss there, Thaddeus. As you're not entirely sure what's happened, but it don't sound good. But it is your go, Thaddeus. What do you do?
He will step around the corner into the doorway, shotgun at the ready, expecting to see someone who just shot Herr Doctor.
Okay, so as you go inside, there is a man that has a golden mask that's similar to what you have encountered before, standing before you with a pistol leveled. As you step in the doorway, he sees you and he aims the pistol at you and he goes, "Don't move." That's a tiny little doctor.
Thad shoots.
Okay, go ahead and shoot. A failure. Your shot goes wide as he doesn't dodge. Oh, I don't know why I rolled that. But your shot goes wide, and there is the telltale sound of millions of keys getting hit with buckshot. There's just this.
God.
It sounds like wind chimes almost. The amount of tinkling that's happening in the room itself. But yeah, Thaddeus, you step in, you see the doctor face down on the floor, a pool of blood slowly trickling out of him, and this man standing there. As you level the shotgun, and the shot unfortunately goes wide. So we are back to outside, as the creature then slowly gets up and tries to take a swipe at Howard. Where's it at? There it is. Oh, success. Okay. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
You probably want to dodge.
I will try my darndest.
Please try. Oh, God.
TPK! TPK!
So I've got to beat a 24 or crit, right?
Correct.
I mean, these
It'll be
Nazis.
fine.
Let
They
us
know
pray.
they know what they're doing.
You're alright. You can just tip out of the way of it.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Drive?
it's been fun playing with you guys.
But it's also drive, not dodge.
Oh, I rolled drive, so I get to roll again, right?
You can roll again.
Okay. Let's pray that I clicked.
If you
the
fucking
right
crit
thing this
this.
time.
It is a different number.
Oh no,
Oh.
I still.
No, you succeeded, though.
Yeah, but I didn't beat 24.
Yes, you did.
Like,
48 is higher than 24.
Oh, I thought I
What?
would have had to roll lower.
Nope. Think of it like blackjack
What?
rules. The closer that you are to your skill, the better off you are.
Oh.
is that the case? Oh, I thought you wanted to always be under.
Fuck
No,
you,
no, no.
porcelain guy.
So a deadly swipe comes by you.
Yep. So you did sacrifice your action for the next round, but
It's okay.
yep. As your life flashes before your eyes, as this razor-wired fist just cuts the air in front of you, but you are able to, thankfully, just dodge out of the way as a cold sweat encompasses you. Sorry, just do this quick here. And then, Howard, you are up as I relaunch this game quick. All right, so you spent your action, but you can move.
Yeah, I think there's not like opportunity attacks or anything in the system, right?
No, there's not really.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move a bit further away from it so that it has targets other than just me.
Okay, so you're stepping back then, or
Yeah, definitely. I'm just
Okay.
trying to get a little bit further away from it so there's not so much distance from me and my party members.
okay. All right. So yep, you can go ahead and move. As soon as I actually put everyone on the correct layer, that's a whoopsie on my part. So, yep, you move back, and as you do, there is this resonant sound behind you of metal as 3 others land. Irving, you are up.
Ooh, Irving is not fond of that. He's gonna move into the building.
Fair?
And he heard Thaddeus shoot in there, right?
Yes, he did.
So yeah, he's gonna prioritize that, move in there, and then shoot.
Okay, so, yep, you can go ahead and step in and take a shot.
All right. Let's shoot this guy.
Start shooting.
Really hard. Oops, that's the wrong button. It was at 26. Let me just click this so I can do lethality.
Okay, 5 damage. Yep, you wing him. As you step in, you see... Boy, I did that on this map too. Whoopsie. Yeah, you step in and you see this man that is wearing this mask that you've run into before, but it is golden. And... there it is. But you take a shot, and he is shot in the shoulder from this, and he steps back and is grazed as he looks at you all, and he goes, "What are you doing here?"
Order your men to stand down, you bastard! Now or you die! And of course he's shouting in German.
He squints at you for a moment, but it is not his turn yet. And Herr Doctor, you are unconscious, but you're not bleeding out, so you're fine at the moment. Thaddeus, you are up.
Okay, Thad's gonna try again to shoot this guy.
Okay, go ahead and shoot away. Oh shit. Okay.
Look at that.
Roll your
There you
damage.
go.
With a shotgun? That's mean.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be gross.
Like a scene from Pulp Fiction. Alright, yeah. Does anything happen to that 11 because it's critical?
No,
it's
that's yeah, it is doubled. So 22 damage as
Yeah, it gets minced.
yeah. What's that look like?
Nice.
You had a chance.
Yeah, makes a huge mess.
There's just like blood everywhere.
It's just okay. Yeah, you completely obliterate his torso. It's just there is splatter once again. The wind chime sounds of the keys rattling as buckshot ricochets off of them on the wall. He is immediately just movie blasted back and lands against the wall as he starts wheezing heavily. And yeah, so that was Thaddeus, and
Thad racks another shell into the shotgun and keeps it pointed at the guy as he kneels down to see if Doctor is still breathing.
Okay, so that'll be your next turn to do that. Howard, you're outside. You hear echoes of shots being rung out across the insides of this cabin here, and as you look back, you see 3 more soldiers jump down behind you.
I don't have an action because I dodged, right?
Well, it is their turn currently,
Oh, okay.
and your action was to move back on this past turn.
Yeah.
So they will start making their way towards you. And let me take a look and see what they got here for.
How would you describe their movement, sort of cinematically? Are they running like Ultron AIs, or are they
Porcelain-like?
right? Are they like ballet, or how do they move?
Super precise, I believe it was, right?
I don't know.
It is very fluid and mechanical,
Okay.
but it doesn't appear that they're robotic. So the best way that I can think to describe it is, the marionettes.
Yeah.
It is like that, but without any strings attached to them, and
That's
without
just weird.
that herky jerky motion. So
And they can run.
they appear to have ran or some semblance of running to get there as quick as they
So
did.
they're not slow. Okay.
Not slow.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay.
So these are not Romero zombies.
No, they're not. They're kind of like 28 Days Later zombies.
Oh, fuck. That's not good.
Okay, so... Okay, sorry, I'm just reading because there's a lot of text for these things. I'm gonna just, what's the sand loss on that? So as they get closer, they attempt to attack you. So they'll make one roll, and you can dodge back if you wish. Failure. Okay. They try to attempt to swarm you, and they appear to get tangled up, but they appear to try to pin you in or hem you in. And as they're getting closer, you can feel this panic rise in your throat, and bile sits in the back of your throat as this might be it for you. Back in the cabin itself, there is wheezing against the ground as he goes, You will not take Shambhala from me. As his hand raises and he grabs the key from on top of the mask and jams it in his eye. Everyone roll sanity.
Fuck! I was gonna do that.
Not it. I don't see shit.
Yeah, you're passed out, so it doesn't matter for you.
I don't
I was
hear
gonna
anything.
do
I don't see
exactly
anything.
that.
Yikes.
Oh, he beat me to the punch, but I'm fine today.
Yeah, no, this shit's weird, but yeah, you're battle
He was
focused
thinking
at
about
the
doing it
moment.
himself. He was like, "That's the only way out now."
It is one sanity loss for violence as he just jams this key in his eye. There's this brilliant bluish yellowish flash that erupts as those of you in there now get to make another sanity roll as this just appears in the center of the room.
Very cool.
Fucking hell.
Bum, 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 bum.
And he's gone, or
He appears to have spent the last instances of his life opening this up.
Okay, so his body is still here. He didn't disappear or anything.
He didn't disappear.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if you make it, it is 1. If you fail, it is 3.
Yikes.
As this just opens up and encompasses part of the cabin itself. Sorry, and just a little more detail. As you look around the cabin, just a quick survey, you see a bunch of keys lined on hooks on the wall. You see over on the corner, there's a desk along with a very meticulous set of carving tools, a record player, as well as what appears to be letters. As the gate opens up, there's this slight depressurization of air within the cabin itself, but then it immediately normalizes, and you get the smell of poppies and this almost smell of old parchment as it wafts out. But you can hear and see inside this landscape on the other side, the corridor of a city, and the sky itself appears to have this shattered stained glass. But there is one other thing, as you can see peering around the corner in this. So,
oh, that's not good.
This appears to be looking down the corner and slowly starts to lumber towards the gate.
From the other side?
Through the gate,
From the
or
other
in
side.
this building?
From inside the gate itself.
Yikes.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Yeah.
Do we have to make another sanity roll for that thing?
No, it's just an automaton. I mean, how
Not at the
difficult can
moment.
that be?
It is large. It appears to be wearing German stormtrooper armor.
Yeah.
But it appears to be metallic entirety from head to toe, and it's whereas the others outside had this smooth movement. This appears to be mechanical at the moment. There is a large thunk, thunk, but even through the heavy footfalls of this automaton or whatever it is making its way slowly towards you, you can hear the laughter and joyous raucousness of the crowd on the other side of the portal.
Oh, there's a crowd, huh? In a city.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not good.
So back to the top, Howard. How you doing out there?
Oh, you know. So moving is an action, so I can't, like, attack and move, right?
No, you can move and attack.
Okay. These guys are all pretty close to me, right?
Correct. And there is no opportunity attack in this system, so you can move
Great.
away.
Great. I'm gonna drop a grenade and run.
Okay. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Just don't blow yourself up.
Yeah, we've had some, experiences with grenades, so let's hope that this isn't a learning experience.
I can feel it coming. It'll be pure fail.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
It's too late now.
Do I need to roll since I'm just dropping it on the ground for, like, throwing it, or?
No, but you would need to make an athletics check to get your ass out of there quick.
Okay, cool. You sure you don't want drive?
You fall.
I'm kidding. My athletics.
Are you
actually
driving that ass out of there?
My. Just
okay.
don't fall on it. You'll be fine. Yay!
Okay, all right. So you drop the grenade and begin to hoof it inside, where unfortunately
Everything is
there is a sanity check for you.
Love it. I'm great at those.
There's a couple of rolls here that I'm going to need.
Okay.
First and foremost would be the lethality from the grenade itself, please.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say one sanity for the violence in this room, and then another sanity for the portal and the fucking behemoth.
No, there's some rolls here. There's a series of rolls.
Okay, so
Nice.
hope that doesn't work. Hold up. Okay, so should I just roll a percentage die because the button isn't working for
Okay.
grenades?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You want to get 15 or lower for lethality.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Nope.
Okay, but that is actually good. As you run inside, you drop the grenade, and there is a large explosion from everyone inside. As you come around the corner, you hear just this cacophonous echoing of metal and glass shattering. And I need you then to roll a sanity check, please, as you see the scene in front of you. Our doctor is on the ground bleeding out. There is a large, bloody mess of hamburger against the wall, and there is a gate that is open and this large mechanical monstrosity making its way towards you.
Yeah, so is that one sanity check or 3?
I'm going to just give you one for the whole like, oh shit scene that's going on here.
Great. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, so because this is all a lot at once, it is 4 sanity loss for succeeding.
Oh my god, how much would I have lost if I failed?
It would have been a D10.
Jesus Christ.
Hee.
I'm losing sanity fast, people.
You can project if you wanted. Let's see. I do have that on here. Do I not have that on here? I don't have that on here. I am sorry. I thought I had that on here. For projecting, yes. If you want to spend some willpower, you would roll a d4, subtract that much willpower, and then project that onto one of your bonds who would lose the same amount.
Maybe next time.
Okay. But also keep in mind of your breaking point. If you do reach that, then let me know, please. Did that stop? Oh, it stopped. I am sorry. Then let's just do...
Oh, so I didn't know that was a thing. I reached my breaking point like 2 rolls ago.
Oh, okay. Then...
What's the breaking point?
The breaking point is on your character sheet, and that is when you choose to fight, flight, or go catatonic.
Oh, okay, I see.
But this is another instance where you can choose to fight through it, and then that would be another instance of willpower loss.
Okay.
And a sanity roll.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna fight through it.
Okay.
Try to fight through it.
So go ahead. You're going to fight. So yeah, roll. Actually, let's see. Sorry, let me get this music going here. Thought I had that, but there we go. So yeah, Howard storms around the corner. You hear everyone inside that's conscious. You hear the explosion and the shattering of metal and glass from outside. But as Howard rounds the corner, Howard takes in the scene quick and then just gets this grim determination in his face and grabs his rifle and his grenade and just runs through the portal.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do that. Do I need to make... You said I had to make a sanity roll or something, maybe? Or no?
Sorry, let me ask this question because I might have misinterpreted. You mean fight the breaking point?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's my mistake then. I thought you meant choosing the fight response. So no, go ahead and roll a d4. That's my mistake. I apologize about that, but roll a d4.
Okay.
So that's 1 willpower that you lose, and then where is the agent's hand? There it is. It is a sanity roll, if I'm not mistaken. So go ahead and roll me that sanity check.
Okay. Oh, that's right on my sanity.
Right on. Okay.
That's gotta be good.
I didn't realize your sanity was that low.
Yeah.
Okay.
It certainly took a dip.
It's dropped a lot this session.
Let's see. Projecting and then repressing. There it is. So, if it succeeds, your agent suppresses the insanity or disorder and behaves normally. So, yep, you have control of your character right now.
Okay, cool.
You're keeping your shit together.
Yeah.
But
freaking out internally, externally keeping it cool.
And then, let's see, after your agent still has 1 willpower, just okay, so how would one of your bonds help you focus and then reduce your bond by 1 point, since that's what you rolled on the d4?
Okay, I think in this sort of situation, he's going to rely on his bond with Paul. Remembering the times that they were in combat together and how they were able to keep each other grounded in the horrors of war.
Okay.
And just kind of recalling those times is what helps him to not entirely kind of lose it in this moment.
Okay, fair enough. And you think on that, but then the thought spikes into your mind is, Paul couldn't handle this. Fuck Paul. I mean, I'm glad that he's in my life, but he couldn't handle this shit that I'm dealing with at the moment. And you're able to kind of gather it together. Looking back around the corner, Howard, you see that the soldiers outside are debris. Your grenade was actually very effective against them. They are just scrap at this point.
Cool.
So you do have, I would say, maybe a couple of breaths to take in as this thing slowly lumbers towards the gate itself.
Okay. That's the end of my turn, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So, Irving.
Well, shit. This thing is clearly coming for us. And, yeah, that portal's seeming like less of a good idea now. So, I'm gonna try and roll a grenade up into it.
Okay.
Whoa, through the portal, huh?
Yeah, just into it. What would that be? Athletics?
That would be athletics.
Alright, let's do it. Let's blow this motherfucker up!
Okay, nice. And then go ahead and give me that lethality. It's 15% or less.
Nope.
Okay. As the thing makes its way towards you, it appears to have stepped on the grenade itself as it explodes, and there is a char mark around its foot, but it appears to not have sustained much damage from a grenade.
Ooh, that's concerning. What about the portal itself? It seems pretty
Stable at the moment.
Oh, that's
Have
not good.
we tried undoing the key in an eye to close one of these things?
I don't think so.
No one has.
Yeah, Irving looks like he's about to back out of the fucking room.
You do see through the
Well, how
portal.
far is it from the
itself.
portal? Because
I
if you
would
bolted through, can you still maybe get away?
Yeah, there are side streets and side alleyways in the portal that you see on the street itself.
Yeah, I mean, Irving's kind of backing up a bit with his raising his gun, but is kind of eyes darting around, trying to assess the situation, figure out what's the best way out, etc.
Air Doctor, make me a con check, please.
Yeah, I con you all into thinking I'm dead.
Amazing.
Hey, nice. You are slowly starting to regain consciousness as the sound of multiple grenades going off have stirred you from a pretty
Princess
grievous
slumber.
wound.
Yeah. Okay. Are you expecting me to do something this round?
No,
that
I'm
okay,
just
okay.
you have regained your consciousness.
Got it. Thank you.
Thaddeus, you are up.
Trying to help Herr Doctor, trying to stabilize his condition, get him on his feet if that's possible.
Okay, make a first aid check, please. Since it's in the moment, you don't have a lot of time to sit down and do heavy medicine. With the adrenaline coursing through your veins and the just surrealness of the situation, you're not able, because you're focused on this hulking, lumbering mass that's making its way towards you. You're not able to focus on Air Doctor himself to really treat his wounds. And you did say, were you grabbing the records?
That was sort of a joke, but sure.
Okay. You don't have to.
No, I think maybe he will.
Okay. Giving up on that, you kind of look around and scramble over to the record player and grab a couple of sleeves of records that are sitting next to it. Back to the top as this thing slowly makes its way towards the portal. Howard, you are up.
I don't want to metagame. Can I make... Because I think Raven's point about the key was a really good point.
Okay.
Could I make, like, an alertness check or something to see if maybe in this moment my character might think, like, just rip this fucking key out of the guy's head or something? Or maybe, like, destroy the guy's head?
I mean, you don't have to do that. If that's, I mean, Howard's a fairly intelligent person, so yeah, you can make that assumption.
Okay. Then how close is the guy's body to me?
I mean, this is a fairly small room, so it's
think-
probably about like a 10 by 10 room or a 10 by 12 room. So you're halfway there already
Yeah.
just from running in from outside.
Okay, I think Howard's gonna rush over there, looking at this creature lumbering towards the gate, perhaps getting pretty close to it.
Okay.
Howard charges towards the guy and just is gonna try to rip that key out of his eyeball.
Okay.
Socket.
Make me a strength check.
Okay.
It surprises you how firm it is inside of his skull. It should, like, an eye socket's only so big, and given that the angle that it's at, it's on the occipital bone, but it's completely solid. But you actually kind of brace yourself against the wall, and with a sickening, squelching, sucking noise, you're able to pull the key out. And the portal itself flickers and then slowly disappears, taking with it the scent of poppies and parchment that wafted in when the gate opened.
Yeah, I think as that happens, Howard is just breathing heavily and just kind of like tosses the key to the other side of the room. Fucking hell.
Sorry, I thought I brought you in here. There you are. Okay, well, you do appear to have gotten out of combat at the moment. So, Irving, or what are the rest of you doing as Howard kind of leans down on his knees and is panting? Thaddeus has gone over and has started grabbing records. Air Doctor kind of sits up and winces as he has been gut shot. But Irving and Air Doctor, what are you two doing?
Well, with the threat of the big fucking horrid thing gone, barring the door as best I can. I think would be the choice.
And as you peer around the corner, you do see, as I described to Howard, that the soldiers themselves appear to have been scrapped. They appear to have suffered extreme damage due to that grenade. But looking around, you don't see anything else coming your way.
Okay. Yeah, if Irving has any more of those grenades, he'll set a couple of them by the door after kind of barring it as best he can, and start searching around for any anything else that looks particularly stand out. Anything similar to Gold Mask, any kind of stuff that looks vital in any regard.
There appears to be some letters that are on the table. There appears to be a shipping manifest as well, and there appears to be a book similar in scope to what you saw with the hunter.
Okay. Yeah, Irving isn't looking at anything super particular. His goal at the moment is get everything, get the fuck out. So he's got his pack open. He's just throwing stuff that looks important in. And if it looks like it's still going to be a while before the others have like all their stuff together, as it were, he'll start taking like keys off of the walls, basically like everything.
Okay.
That isn't nailed down. Pretty much, he's trying to shove that will fit, of course, into his pack.
Okay. While you three are doing that, Howard, give me an alertness check, please.
Absolutely. Oh my god. So close.
Coming down from you're having an adrenaline crash now, Howard.
Yeah.
So your heart is beating in your ears. It's just that that just dull fuzziness that takes up the entirety of your vision, or not your vision, but your hearing, and it just consumes you as you are just trying to catch your breath and trying to come down off of whatever you just experienced. You're not entirely sure at the moment. You need time to process that. But Air Doctor, as you make your way over to the shambles of the corpse. It's really difficult because that corpse got grated from a massive amount of buckshot shot into it.
Yeah, I'm hoping the top of the shoulders or the arms would help. Some lapel or some signs on the side of the of the uniform would give me an idea if this was an Untersturmbandführer, you know.
And looking at the remnants of the uniform, you're able to discern that this appears to have been an Untersturmführer.
So yeah, he would then say, I think this was Röthke, the man known as Vorwärts.
Well, that's all well and good, but I think our best bet is to just get everything and go. Get to the vehicle.
Please, I don't feel good at all.
Well, we've a doctor for a reason. I'm not exactly the best with it. And you see him kind of starting to just knock as many of the keys off the wall, gather them up, throwing them in his pack, scrounging for anything of import.
Yeah, the doctor sort of tries to help, like he sort of almost in a trance, right? He picks a few of them up, half of them fall out of his hands, but with his bloody hands, right, he shoves them into his pockets. He's obviously in shock. But he tries to, it's obvious to Irvine that he's just going, okay, and essentially just tries to follow along whatever Irvine says.
And Irving kind of sees this and grows more concerned, but kind of looks to Thaddeus. I don't suppose you could make sure he's alright to go. Otherwise, I don't know. And he kind of turns. Well, one way or another, I can't do anything about it. And he kind of just starts digging through stuff more, gathering everything up, and
Yeah, and you're able to gather up as much materials as you need and make your way outside. I need a stealth check, please, to exit the camp itself.
Yeah, Irving grabs that pair of grenades up from the door once everyone's gathered up.
Is this a group stealth check or just him?
Group stealth check.
Yeah, if there were any, I assume they had, sacks and shit like that, he would have, filled that.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Let me see. Okay, does someone want high or low?
Low!
Okay,
Fuck.
It is high. As there appears to be... Quiet, you.
Is that a cat?
That's my demon cat.
Cool.
So yes, as you make your way outside, there appears to be one of these mechanical soldiers that is examining the corpses of its comrades.
I think we lob all grenades we have. At least
Yeah,
Doctor has
Irving.
one as well, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, you see Irving kind of move to run around and basically beeline for the vehicle. And kind of just tries to roll a grenade over to it on the way. Not even that concerned how close it gets.
Her doctor mirrors him again. He's more like okay. He's in shock, right? And so he just grabs his own grenade and throws it at the guy as well.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me those lethality checks there, please.
Oh, just lethality, huh?
You're bowling it. I'm not saying you're lobbing it or anything like that.
So close.
How did you do that? Did you just roll a D100?
I just did a D100, yeah.
Okay.
Bracket, 1D100. Bracket. I just like the brackets more, personally.
Okay.
Bracket. Is that an open bracket, closed bracket? Because I've never done it that way.
Yeah, so you'll do two brackets on either end.
Oh, so open bracket, D100, closed bracket.
Yep. So you'll double it on either end.
Oh,
So
I
bracket.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is just for me testing.
So
Cool.
between the amount of the two grenades go off, and it explodes the entity and makes it just this scrap heap as it collapses to the ground.
Yeah, and Irving just keeps fucking moving. He's making that beeline straight for the vehicle.
And what are Thaddeus and Howard doing? You see that's one more pile, or one more body is added to the pile or of the automatons or whatever they are. Give me a second here. Let me take a look quick. Okay, so, yep. All right. Yeah, what are you two doing?
Would it be possible for me to grab a piece of this, or of one of the automatons as we're running out? But other than that, he's just heading to the car.
Yes, you can grab a piece of them.
Okay, great. Then yeah, he'll swipe something up and then rush to the driver's seat of the car to get them the hell out of there.
Ed is trying to help Herr Doctor along as best he can.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that helps, because otherwise he might have just plonked against the car instead of inside the car.
Yeah. Once we're up over the hill, basically, how many grenades would we be able to reasonably carry? Like 4 or 5 of them?
I would say about that, yeah, easily, probably. You'd have a bandolier going into enemy territory such as this.
Sweet. So assuming that I have like 3 more, he's gonna kind of move for the others to keep going and get to the vehicle, waving them towards it, as he pulls out those other grenades and just lobs them into the various crates and stuff off down here. He throws, tries to get one in kind of each relative area, just do as much damage as he can, hoping to set something alight. If there's any fuel or anything, he'll be looking for that to throw it towards.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that without too much difficulty. The soldiers themselves appear to focus in on the fires and scramble to put that out as best as they can. But
perfect.
It's difficult for them to do that as a lot of the fuel goes up, and they are focused on that as you all slip away into the night. You make your way back to the shoreline as you have commandeered a vehicle and try to book it stealthily in a vehicle across the Danish countryside to the coast. And when you get there, you radio, but the ship's not there.
That's not good. Yeah, with the ship not being anywhere visible, there's quite a bit of concern on Irving's face. He looks to the others. Well, for fuck's sake, either they got him or they had to move to another location. Fuck. I think our best bet is probably to tuck her down for now. Just make camp and it seems like, although it's still not looking good now that you're to the actual coast in relative cover, presuming we went for a nice copse of trees along the bank, he kind of visibly relaxes a bit, kind of drops down against one of the trees. Fuck, I guess we just hold up for the moment.
We had gotten like a list of contacts that could help get us out, right? Or something? Am I remembering?
You did.
Are there any of them like nearby that we can start making a plan of like, okay, our ship is gone, like we need to go and find this person?
Yeah, give me a second here to look. So you can. So Irving can give me a SIGINT roll to see if he can get back in touch with the ship. And for you, Howard, as you were pulling up the names, since you were able to determine where the ship was going to come in at, or where you're going to try to make port at. There's a town called Halskov.
Okay.
That is right on the North Sea there, on this little landmass that you're on with Copenhagen and Trelleborg. But yeah, you know that there are some friendlies. They're not necessarily in an underground movement or anything such as that, but if you are able to finagle your way through either financial means or favors or something like that, you're able to get yourself on a fishing scow back out to sea.
Okay, got it. Would I need to make a check or anything to like get us there, or are we good?
I would say we're good, because your persuasion is what? Your persuade is at 20, but given the information that you have, and you show up in town just bloodied messes and stinking of fear and sweat, they kind of don't want anyone to really come looking for you, so they're really eager to get you out of the country as soon as possible.
Valid.
It takes the better part of, I would say, 3 days to actually eventually get you back home, with frequent stops and frequent impersonations of fishing vessels. But you're able to make landfall back in Britain again. As you make your way to shore and make your way back to the temporary base of this Pisces branch for the mega operation that you're involved in, what are people's closings here as we wrap up this session?
I mean, in Irving's part, he's practically kissing the ground once we land. That was probably one of the most intense missions he's ever been on. Not even including the psycho fucking magic stuff. I mean, deep into enemy territory, he had to fucking impersonate a fishing vessel multiple times, just barely slipping through. And that thing he saw on the other side of the fucking portal, I mean, fuck's sake. He's gonna be dreaming about that, for sure. But more than anything, he's happy to be home. He's spent the past, however long on the way back, looking through the various keys and stuff, but at a certain point, he kind of just gives up on it. Preferring, after seeing what they can really do, and really seeing what they can do, he almost wants nothing to do with it. He kind of figures the others can deal with that. So
fair.
He makes his way back and is happy to get a bit of leave for as long as they'll let him.
Yeah, I think Howard, once he gets back, everything just kind of hits him. He went through a lot on this mission, as did everybody, but he just kind of kept pushing things down rather than dealing with them in the moment. And so now that he's in this kind of safe, comfortable place, he just starts to kind of panic and break down due to everything that he'd seen. After a time of kind of this piece of the porcelain automaton sitting maybe on his nightstand or something, and having to constantly look at it while trying to process everything he saw, he eventually will just decide that he can't be looking at this thing anymore, and he'll go and probably bring it to Herr Doctor, since he likes studying that stuff. It's like a portion of kind of their head. It's like a helmet almost, and there's this weird port towards the base of the skull, and I imagine some residue of this fluid that was inside of it at one point. But he just kind of hands it over and doesn't really say much before leaving and going back to his room.
a good bit of time writing in a small journal type book. The man of science is trying to put the supernatural stuff into some sort of framework that his brain can accept. And when Howard shows up with the part of the automaton to give it to her doctor, Thad points out that the goo that seems to be leaking from it resembles brain matter, but in sort of a slurry state.
Interesting. Had Doctor had himself, of course, checked in, or however, like he demands he gets treated, of course, for his wounds. He will be very belligerent to Colonel Gray, along the lines of, "I told you I'm a fucking scientist and not some spec op soldier," along those lines. And will essentially request as well some time off, so he can heal physically, but he also wants to sort of reassess his choices, because he obviously made a dumb one, thinking that he could be the tip of the spear, maybe save everyone foolishly, which just led to him getting shot and immediately drop almost dead. He's very interested though, so he can't escape his obsession with science, so eventually he'll get back and demand that he gets his lab resources that were promised to him so that he can figure out what the hell the Nazis are cooking up.
Okay. Yeah, you have... Oh, what was it? You had mechanics, you said? Or what was your specific skill there, Doctor?
Oh, I don't think heavy machinery applies, but I have mechanical engineering and electronic engineering.
Oh, mechanical engineering would be perfect for this.
I got 65 in that, as well as math of 60 and chemistry 60.
Definitely mechanical engineering in this instance. If you're examining the soldier, the remnant of the soldier, you have to figure out what's going on. Go ahead.
And I had seen them work for a few seconds.
Yep.
It'd be tough if I had someone just given me this piece. Are you asking me to roll this?
Yes, please.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, there you go. Great success, yeah. Another successful procedure.
Okay, so as you examine it, it's maddening.
What?
It is
I don't like those words.
upsetting. It is entirely upsetting, and this shouldn't work. The machinery itself shouldn't work at all. As you examine the brain case or whatever it is, there are gears on the inside, but they are interlocked, but they don't appear to connect it to anything. There are interlocking gears that don't go anywhere. They just spin and spin and spin, and they just don't do anything. So
is there an opportunity at some point for my character to just accept, or let's form a scientific theory that these beings could be from a different dimension where the physical laws of nature are different? Meaning he just can't explain it with his laws of nature.
Well,
is there at some point like a point where he could get to that idea, or that point of, well, then it's okay that it doesn't work because, of course, gravity is different, or...
That's when your sanity's zero, unfortunately.
I got it. Okay. So the acceptance is bad.
It is. So
Okay.
I do need you to, let's see, it's powered by nothing. Those with craft mechanics at 30, or who make a successful roll at plus 20%, automatically do that. Okay. So you did that. Go ahead and... Yeah, make a sanity roll, please.
Okay. Easy peasy, somehow.
Okay. It is very, very upsetting.
At least I'm not in the field this time, right? I'm in a lab where I'm comfortable.
You're in a lab, yep.
And I've done a lot of stuff that other people would find uncomfortable in labs. So maybe that's the sort of like, yeah, it's okay. It's very upsetting and it drives me mad, but not mad in a sense of insane mad, but just upset me because it defies my intellect.
Gain 1 point in unnatural.
Okay.
and lose 1 point from your max sanity since your unnatural went up. But
interesting. How
studying,
do I modify that?
I
think it did it automatically somehow.
Did it do it
I'm a 98 maximum now somehow.
Okay, yep, then it worked as it was intended. Perfect.
Cool.
That's a really good sheet. Studying the gears inside, just they make your head itch. You can feel your brain itching in completely upsetting ways. And you when you think you almost have it, it just slips from your fingers as you try to figure this out. This shouldn't work. This shouldn't work at all. But given what Thaddeus has told you, it appears that they were your previous line of thinking that they were doing something super soldier related is made manifest here. And they were using these as a test run or something like that. These are the pieces that you're not entirely familiar with. You're not entirely sure. But it appears that the soldiers themselves were something along the lines of the super soldier program in either as a foundation or as a Mark I or something like that. So as you sit down and just kind of think on that, the materials that you had brought back, as you scatter about and you examine through all of them, the letters themselves, you see that the first one is addressed to the musician, and it is from the Doorwarden themselves. They say, "My dearest musician, your latest piece is quite moving and will captivate the hearts and minds of those that hear it. I am glad to see that the violin the envoy had did not go to waste on you. As usual, the torchbearer is being more and more demanding ass. More lights, more lights. I complain, but Eigner has always been an ass, and even more so since the envoy told him about the shadows. He says that he's almost done, and a few more shipments, and he should be ready, and will no longer trouble me with this, but I doubt that, since he has always been one to ask more and more. I'll make sure more supplies are sent your way. Keep creating more, for I know I shall listen to this piece several times until I receive your next record. Farewell, Doorwarden."
So the pieces I picked out is that there's a violin, well, also there's a musician, which is a person, right? Another
Correct.
character. And then there's Eigner, the torchbearer, which is another character.
Correct.
And then there are some sort of shadows that Eigner doesn't like, which are sort of, maybe not characters, but entities. Or a phenomenon, at the least.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be maybe they use the cloth somehow to make lights, which seems not efficient, but whatever.
So with that, then you look at the shipping manifest, and the shipping manifest details large shipments of lighting equipment, lights, light bulbs, generators, and things like that. And those are going to... Sorry, let me pull up my notes for this. Where is he at? Okay, so... where did that go? Okay, those are being sent to somewhere in Hungary.
What? They don't go through the portal?
Well, they were. They were going through the portal, but the end destination was listed in Hungary.
Wait, they came from the portal? The lighting equipment?
It was going through the portal. That was the next shipment manifest.
Oh, I see. Of course, the portal just... Yeah, they exit out the other side. Of course. And exit in Hungary, yeah.
And then the...
So that could be where Eigner is.
The letter was addressed to someplace in Sweden.
What, another letter?
That was the original one talking about the musician.
Yeah.
Talking to the musician
in Sweden. Okay.
And then there is there is a large amount of let's see here.
Sanity pills.
Yep, definitely. There is what appears to be not troop movement, but biological resources, which is what it's classified as, going to Poland. And then
That's just so.
a large amount of cloth that is being sent to Berlin.
Yikes. Yeah, that's all on the shipment manifest.
Correct.
I see. Yeah, so we don't know yet for Poland or the cloth why that is. That might be even more characters connected to this somehow.
Well, with the Poland one, that strikes a memory because that was where Arts was requesting bodies be transformed or transferred to.
Is that Theresia Sitz?
Yes.
Oh yeah, she is Arts. I see. Okay, so that is easy to put together then, of course. Theresia Sitz, aka Arts. Wow. Okay. And then, of course, Hitler wants the cloth because it's awesome.
Yes.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Or it could go all the way up to Himmler, right? You had mentioned Himmler.
I had mentioned Himmler.
Yeah.
So that's. Does anyone listen to the record?
Yes.
Yeah, not Doctor.
Okay. Let me pull up. Where is that at? The doctor doesn't. Does anyone else?
Thad grabbed it, so I guess he listens to it.
Okay. Is anyone with you?
As said, Irving is pretty happy to not be dealing with the crazy parts. They can explain it to him later.
Fair. Is Howard there?
Sure, we'll say Howard's there.
Okay.
We'll say he's
Then-
calmed down after a bit.
Okay. Oh, this is what you hear.
I don't hear anything. Is that on purpose?
You don't hear anything in Roll 20?
No.
No? Shit.
It doesn't show anything playing.
Yeah, the
What?
jukebox empty.
What? Well, goddamn, I apologize.
It's all
You hear
good.
the sound of silence. Roll sanity.
Yep, exactly. There we go.
Simon and Garfunkel, I can name that tune.
Coming through now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
extremely difficult to play that.
Yeah, Howard, you don't have to roll sanity, but this is similar to what you heard in your dream.
Oh, okay.
This is, the more you think on it, this is exactly what you heard in your dream. And it goes on like that for another 12 minutes.
Ooh.
And as you listen to that, and you can feel that cold sweat trickle down the back of your neck and then gather in the small of your back, we're going to pan out because we're nearing the very end. But all of you, as you begin to set down and settle in for your recuperation and recovery time, you're plagued with these dreams once again. And Thaddeus and Irving and Thaddeus and Irving, this is your first time experiencing these dreams where there's this suffocating feeling that's smothering you. And you hear people laughing and merrymaking around you, but no matter what, you can't breathe, you can't see. It's just complete black and darkness around you. And as you try to reach up to try to pull it away, you cannot. You can't do anything like that. There's nothing on your face that would be able to be pulled away. Both Howard and Herr Doctor, it's similar, but this time you can make out more voices, and both of you, they sound like the voices that you heard
Yeah, through the portal.
through the portal, but also when you were in that underground area with the hunter, the Mester Diagd, that those voices that were trickling down from the sewer pipe from above. But as you pause and try to take in your surroundings, you feel around, and there's this cool stone platform that's sitting right beside you. And as you feel on it, there's something on top, and you can't quite make it out, but it just feels right to the touch. As you grasp it, that's when you wake up in that cold sweat, and you just are breathing heavily. And that's where we're going to end it. So, questions, comments, reactions?